Yo, hello everybody, Palim Palim, and welcome to a brand new episode of This Ain't a Dating Show XXX, the video podcast for the dating industry and everything that surrounds it, presented by Masters in Cash. And today we have a real veteran from the industry with us. We know each other since I think 11 or 12 years. In
Yeah.
person, I think 7 or 8 years. And it's Matej, better known under the name Matuloo. That's his affiliate name. And since a while, he is also the COO of the very well-known affiliate world. I have here some notes. He is a super affiliate since 17 years. 17 years ago, I was running around the Christmas tree naked with a trumpet, and he was already marketing stuff online, and that very successful. He has a very big knowledge in the dating space and is also the moderator of the Affiliate World Forum in this vertical, formerly known as Stack That Money. And people that are like following this format and that know the affiliate world will maybe wonder what the heck he is doing there in his role for the affiliate world. So, as you maybe know, the next episode will happen in Budapest, and in Budapest with the regulations that are a little bit more easier than in Dubai, and God knows where. Also, dating will become a bigger place, and also the work of account managers, what makes me personally double happy. Affiliate manager by heart, training account managers, and dating. Can it be any better? Yes, it can be, because we are also giving away one affiliate ticket for the affiliate world. So, Matej, Matuloo, thank you very much for being here today and sharing some knowledge bombs. Please introduce yourself to the audience.
Yeah, the pleasure is mine, Stefan. Thanks a lot for inviting me. So you've done a great job with the introduction already. So I don't know what to add. So as you have mentioned, I've been in the affiliate industry for quite a while. I think it's actually been a little bit longer than 17 years. So I was having a chat about this with someone not that long ago. And if my memory serves me well, I have registered my first account with an affiliate network in 1999. So that would mean almost 25 years, correct?
Wow.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Do you remember still what type of program it was back then?
I think that was some content video website.
Mm?
So basically, okay, so to sum up what I've been doing over the years. So I've started as what we used to call a webmaster. So I was building websites, and naturally I was looking for ways to monetize them. So I've noticed a little text link at the bottom of some websites going like webmasters, click here to make money. And that's how I kind of discovered the first affiliate programs, and that something like that even exists. So that's how I started. Later on, I kind of moved into paid traffic when Google started to introduce their penguins and pandas, those core updates, essentially killing my SEO-based websites. So I was looking for something else, and that was when I actually discovered the forum that you have mentioned back then, called Stack That Money, then STM forum.
In which year that was founded, or when you discovered it? You remember that?
So the forum itself was founded in 2011.
Okay.
I have joined in 2013 or 14. So it was actually like another well-known individual in the affiliate marketing industry, Attila, right? From I
Mm?
Am Attila. He actually introduced me to the concept of paid traffic and the STM forum. So that's how I started with paid traffic, and that's been my focus ever since, basically. And in the beginning, I was going or logging into the forum to get the knowledge myself. Eventually, I started to kind of give back to the community and help the people there. So after some time, I have become, or I took the role of a moderator. And again, I got basically more involved with the community and with the team who was behind it. And I discovered that they've been also making these conferences. So I eventually started to help with that. And that's what's basically taking up most of my time these days. So as you have mentioned, I have taken the role of a COO of the affiliate world. And yet, that's where I am at right now.
I think it's a very good move from the conference or from the group to put somebody that is that hands-on and that connected to the industry in a role like this, and not just some business guy that says like, yeah, here and there we do it like this without really understanding what we need. How you experience this incredible growth from just a forum to making some meetups and then having all these gigantic conferences all over the world. How it was feeling for you seeing that developing and also you growing more and more with
Yeah.
this project.
Okay, so the forum was originally founded by three people, so it wasn't me. So I can only say what I observed as a member. So I think they have done a few things right. So before they launched the forum, each of them had a blog on their own. So they've been,
About affiliate marketing.
yes,
How
exactly, about affiliate marketing. And eventually they came to the conclusion that by joining forces, they could do more. So that's where the idea of launching the forum comes from. And back then, it was quite troublesome to find reliable sources of information on affiliate marketing, and especially when it comes to paid traffic, because you had plenty of places where you could discuss SEO and organic traffic, but there were not that many that would focus on paid traffic. So they kind of filled the gap in the market. Another thing they did very well was bringing the people together. So they understood the community aspect and the networking, the importance of networking. So what they started to do was holding these local meetups for people. At first, those were really small, maybe 20, 30 people. And every time they held one of these, more and more people kind of started to
how
show,
many
started.
people you had at the biggest conference you had so far?
You mean Affiliate World?
Hmm.
It was more than 6,000 people already.
And
So,
how much you expect for Budapest?
so our goal is 7,500, give or take. So,
And how many you would like to have from the dating industry there?
all of them,
All of them.
obviously. So yeah, but back to the story. So the last meetup before the owners decided to found a affiliate work conference was the one in London. I think that's the one where we actually met in
That's
person
true.
for the first
Hmm.
time. So that was 2015, if I'm not wrong, and it was in London. Yeah, 2015, I think.
15 or 16, yeah, but
Yeah,
one of that.
yeah, yeah. And at that time, I think 500 or 600 people showed up, which was basically the final signal for the founders that, okay, the interest is there. We just cannot keep on doing this format. We need to transform it into something bigger. And that's how Affiliate Works was actually born. And ever since, it just keeps growing and growing. Like pretty much every single conference we have, it's just bigger than the previous one.
And beside the conference and the forum, what else belongs to the group that people can benefit from?
Okay, so the conferences is like the core or the main product that we have. Then there is the forum that you have mentioned, now rebranded to Affiliate World Forum. And we also have one product which is a result of the COVID era. This is called edworldprime.com. So you may know that during the COVID, when holding in-person events wasn't possible, we have founded these affiliate EdWorld conferences, which took place online. And once the situation returned to the old normal, we still kept this product online, and we are producing speeches and presentations and master classes just for this product alone. So it's still running and it's quite successful actually. We have close to 4,000 members on that platform as well. So it serves as an educational platform, but this is not just about affiliate marketing, it's about online marketing in general. So also focused on e-commerce, lead generation, uh, optimization of the funnels, everything basically that is something to do with online marketing.
I mean, as this is a dating show, is there content that is relevant for dating people as well? I mean, not specific, but stuff that we can adapt to our vertical, or is it really like extremely mainstream and the dating people better just come to the show and experience it there firsthand?
Yeah, so this AdWorld Prime product isn't aimed at dating pretty much at all. I mean, some things are universal. So dating essentially is a form of lead generation anyway. So yeah, there might be some value to it, but I really wouldn't say that this is something like tailored at dating affiliates. No, not at all. So for dating affiliates, the forum is or would be much more beneficial, and the conferences, so affiliate world definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm long registered in this forum as well. I think since 2014 or 15 as well. And also the dating group that is there is like super knowledgeable, sharing of case studies, what I think is always like a very good thing, and so on. In Bangkok, when it started, it was Andreas Funkel that opened us back then with Broker Babe a little door as something like more dating, adult related, to have a small boost there as well. But in general, it was not that we were the targeting clients for the conference. Why there was like a bit of a distance towards the dating industry when it was already that represented in the
Mhm.
forum.
So this comes down to the local jurisdiction pretty much. So there are countries where you can do certain things, and there are countries where you probably shouldn't. And it's not like we wouldn't welcome dating exhibitors or affiliates. We obviously do. But you know that some companies just like to push the line a little bit with, I mean, provocative clothing when it comes to their hostesses and the
Yeah,
wording
but they
using.
are the casino guys now, even worse.
Yeah, well, even those have to like operate within certain borders. So it's like it's basically just about the jurisdictions. Like we don't really have any problem with these clients. I mean, we all know it's part of the industry, so like wouldn't make sense to pretend it doesn't. So yeah, it's just about the jurisdiction, and that's why now in Europe, where we have like way more leeway, we would like to focus on it much more.
So I'm very glad that you are making this move. For the people that were maybe not attending the show before, I mean, even if there was maybe not a focus on dating, it was always a fantastic show, and dating people could meet advertisers, other dating people, traffic sources, tools, God knows what. But there were, for example, no speeches about that. If somebody was not yet or is hesitating from the dating industry to go to this conference, what is offered in Budapest for dating this time?
Okay, so we are about to test a few things. One of them is to create, let's say, verticalized sections of the marketplace. So we will have several sections that will be around specific verticals. So we should have one for dating, we should have one for Nutra, we should have one for iGaming. And this actually came as a result of a few dating advertisers or exhibitors requesting something like this. So the logic behind this is they want to only deal with relevant people. So when the marketplace is all mixed up, it may increase the foot traffic and the
Mm-hmm.
amount of people who actually stop at their booth. But if those people are not relevant to them at all, it basically equals wasting time. So this was an idea that actually came from our clients. It wasn't ours. So we would like to test this concept and see how it goes and what kind of feedback we get from our exhibitors. If it works out, we will stick to it. So this is one thing. Uh,
And you will make this with all verticals. So there will be, let's say, a Nutra or a lead gen or section, and then a dating section, or you make practically the dating a bit separated from the whitehead.
there will be a few. So
Mm?
it's labeled on our floor plan. So whoever is buying a booth can actually see all these sections that we have prepared. So this is what we start with. And yeah, since it's a new concept, we have to test it and see how it actually works out in real life and whether the exhibitors are happy with it or not. And then we will adjust.
If they are not happy, they suggested it, so you can play the ball back to them.
Yeah,
So
we can blame it on them.
exactly. What about workshops for dating and speeches and this kind of things?
Yeah, we would like to have something. So as I have mentioned, dating by its nature is lead gen because you are still collecting, like most of the dating offers are SOI or DOI email collection as, let's say, the first step in the monetization funnel. So it would be beneficial even for affiliates or professionals from other verticals, not just dating, because obviously there is some crossover. So we see this as an opportunity to introduce new vertical even to the people who know nothing about it, and maybe to bring more variety to the type of speeches and presentations that we usually have. So this is another thing. We are also preparing something completely new in order to do something for not just the affiliates and the regular attendees, but also for the companies. So we would like to have a workshop for affiliate managers or account managers. Yep, I'm mentioning it because I think out of all the people I know, you're the most knowledgeable in this field. So we would like to work with you on this.
Thank you. I will make definitely a short from this quote.
Yeah, do it. Well, it's true. So I wouldn't say it if it wasn't. So yeah, this is something we are very excited about because I think we will both agree that this industry is in dire need of some education for the people who are actually dealing with the clients and with the affiliates. So this is another thing we are working on and really excited about because I think we are doing quite a lot for the affiliates, not that much in terms of education for the companies. So we would like to start working on this as well, and this would be the first step.
So yeah, every company should send their people there to get some additional education beside finding new partners to cooperate with.
Exactly.
Um, you mentioned that the quality of the account managers is often very bad. This is also because there is simply no international standard, and
Yep.
people are often hiring by the looks and some halo effect that is surrounding the people. In your 25 years, when you look at how affiliate managers changed, and you saw it with dating longer than like 99.9% of the people around here, has the quality changed or was it always an issue? What is now maybe better or what is now worse?
This is a hard one because it's always uh, when it comes to things like these, it's always on a case by case basis. So during all those years, I've met some amazing account or affiliate managers, really great guys, knowledgeable, always ready to help, always online and whatnot, like really taking the extra step to help me out. And I have also met some very poor ones. I had a few situations where I actually had to request a change of my account manager. And I hate to do this because I I'm a big fan of respecting people and giving everyone second, third, fourth, fifth chance if needed. But I had a few situations where there was like no light at the end of the tunnel, and I simply had to ask for it.
What are the mistakes that they are making? They are ignoring you or they don't know what you want?
Uh, so mistake number one would be that they don't really understand the industry they are working in. So their only focus would be to ask me to push more traffic without having the basic understanding that it has to back out for me as well. So if it's not profitable for me, I'm simply not gonna send more traffic. So really the absence of the very basic level of education in the industry, that was probably the main problem with some of them. Another one would be their low availability. So you know how it works with affiliate marketing. When you need something, you need it quick, like now. And when it's hard to reach those people, then you cannot really work with them effectively. especially when there is some technical issue on the side of the affiliate network. I need to know like right now, not tomorrow or in 2 days after I spend, I don't know, several $1,000s on traffic. So this was another big problem. Sometimes there were problems with the attitude of people, but it's normal, like people are people. So this is just sometimes it just wasn't like a personal fit. And yeah, basically these would be the main points. I mean, I have had my share of trouble with networks as well. So some face financial issues, then obviously that were like I didn't get paid from some of them. Uh, so the absence of professionalism, you might say. But yeah, generally speaking, the main issue, like what was really a red flag for me when I was working with the new manager, when I could tell like straight away that they have no idea about the affiliate marketing industry, that was like the biggest red flag. And I simply don't like to work with people like this because there is like what benefit are bringing there to the market for the affiliates when they simply don't know what they are talking about, right?
Yeah, I know about the issues. I have the feeling looking now also back on nearly 15 years of experience, and since a few years I monitor how account managers act, what the competition is doing, how they are acting in groups when somebody is approaching me. And I have the feeling the people are more pushy than before, and they are also way more professional with following up and
Mhm.
so on, but only from a sales part. But from understanding the industry and living this industry, it went quite down. And a lot of people just see it as a job. They work today as an affiliate manager, and tomorrow they work in an agency as like social media manager without really diving too much into it and just pushing for the numbers.
Yeah. So I have this, let's say, advantage of being able to look at the whole situation like from a bird's eye view because I've been in the industry for so long. So I would say it goes like in waves or circles. So it's not like the industry is doing equally well year by year for 25 years. There were ups and there were downs. So I would say even the quality of the managers, like when the industry is doing really well, the companies probably have more money, so they can afford higher quality employees. So when the industry is booming, is in great shape, even all the people involved with the industry are on a higher level. When shit hits the fan, the quality goes down on and in everything. So even when it comes to the people you need to deal with.
In mobile, it was even a little bit different for us. It was growing so fast that we could not get the people no matter about the
Yeah.
money. So we had to onboard practically everybody we were finding that was able to press a button on a keyboard. And that was very problematic then in the end as well. Not only in the communication that they had sometimes with the partners, but also in the communication they had within the company, what is
Yeah.
sometimes even a bigger problem. Yeah.
Yeah, but there is one thing I forgot to mention, which I would say definitely has improved over the years. So, like, let's say 20 years ago, it was quite common to face people with very poor English.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm not native speaking at all. I mean, like, everyone can tell that my accent is horrible, but still, I had situation with people who just wouldn't understand what I was trying to tell them, even in like written text, you know. So it wasn't like we've been having Zoom calls back then. It was all just text and still. So when you have to exchange like 50 messages with someone just to get like a report on, let's say, EPC for the top offers, and you just cannot get it, then it becomes troublesome. So I would say like these days, it almost doesn't happen. Like the level of English has gone up like dramatically.
When I started in the industry for the first 2 years, I was also not able to speak English because the educational system in Germany for English is extremely bad. You
Yeah,
only learn how to write and read, but not how to communicate verbally or listen.
yeah,
So I was not able to do that. And then I took over a job in an American company, and they said, like, you know which company it was. So
yeah.
when they said you have to come over for 3 weeks and you have to go to 3 or 4 conferences, I was like, God damn it, I'm not speaking English.
Yeah.
So I was already free from my old job, so I was watching day and night the show 24 with Kiefer Sutherland on DVD in English with English subtitle. And every time I was not knowing a word, I stopped it and I translated it back then still with a dictionary. I didn't even have like a smartphone back then. Nobody really had.
Yeah.
And in that way, I improved my English. And then I joined some groups where you could speak also. And then it
Yeah.
was okay.
Yeah, well, we had the same situation in Slovakia. So when I was going to high school, or like it was quite tricky to even get some basic education in English. Like it just wasn't available. And it has changed so much since then. So now in my country, the kids in kindergarten start with basic English lessons. So naturally, all the people who are like 15, 16 years old now, all of them speak at least decent English. So that has changed a lot.
Yeah, and additionally, how internet is now available, the people they want to learn English to, I don't know, use the newest apps and follow the newest trends on TikTok that come from God knows where in the world.
Yeah, and the Duolingo app, right? Everyone is using that.
I learn Romanian with it, and it's such a bad app in Romanian. I know it's good for other languages, but they don't pay any attention to it.
No, it's
Anyway,
better than
uh,
nothing, better than
yeah,
what
better
we
than
had.
nothing. Better than nothing. Coming back to the show,
Yeah,
so it's like a law of attraction or a law of the universe. If you guys are saying we have a new show, people are coming to sponsor, and if you say like, hey, there is a little bit happening more with dating, there will come also new advertisers additionally to the ones that are already coming. We also put your contact details downstairs if somebody is interesting into discovering that a little bit more. If somebody comes and wants to have a booth for dating, what rules you give them? Because we already spoke about in the
yeah,
past, you were concerned for Bangkok about the outfits from the promo
yep,
girls
yep,
and
yep.
so on.
Okay, so we have guidelines for this. So everyone, every exhibitor who starts with the process of booking a booth with us will get those. But to put it simply, we just want them to keep it professional and let's say civilized a little bit. So, I mean, I understand that some of these companies, because of the nature of the industry, of the dating industry, especially on the casual side of things, they want to, I mean, push the limit a little bit. But I think during the recent years, many of these companies actually realized that this is business, right? It's not about eye candy. So many, like when you look back, let's say, I don't know, 10 years, you would worry opening the website, like the official website of a dating company. You wouldn't really open it in a like office setting, right? Because it just wouldn't be safe for work. These day, these days it's gone. So even the companies realize this is not necessary. They stick to the business, and that's what we ask them to do. So let's stick to the business. I mean, they definitely can have hostesses. We are okay with that. It just like follows certain dress code. Uh, we would like to put some limits on the usage of explicit language. So obviously, if there is some questionable word within the brand name of the company, we can talk about it, most likely allow it, but we just don't want someone to use those words just for the effect or to shock people. So our main concern and the thing that we care about the most is that everyone feels welcome at our shows. So we don't want to have something that would offend people. We don't want to have something that would make people feel uncomfortable. So as long as we can stay within reason, we are flexible and we can discuss in person. So whoever is in doubt or has some questions can just talk to us and we will guide them. And I'm pretty sure we can come to some mutually beneficial agreement. So as I have mentioned, the law in Europe generally and in Budapest as well gives us way more leeway. We don't have to be that strict, so we're not gonna be that strict. But still, we need to be mindful of all the people. So we don't want to have like half naked people walking the venue, if you know what I mean. So this is basically the domain limitation.
You said something very important. In the end of the day, it's business.
Yep.
And if you are a dating affiliate, somebody that is making a lot of money, and you're walking down the alley you have seen so many nudity in
Yep.
your work, in previous conferences that are focused on that. You are rich, so maybe you have some trophy wife at home, so you have enough nice nudity.
Yeah.
What is catching your eye? Is it like a bikini girl, or is it saying like soy offers only in-house now available with
Yeah, exactly.
API, even in tier 3 markets or something like this? This is stopping the people that are paying for a ticket for the conference.
Yeah,
And beside this one lucky person that will maybe win the ticket, but in general, the other 6,999 have in some way to pay for that. So they
exactly.
are looking for the business opportunity and not to see something that is in every newspaper on page number 3.
Exactly. I mean, people are coming to our conferences or any conference for that matter to make business, to network, to meet with others. They are not there to look at explicit imagery. So it doesn't even make sense to have this. Like, I get the idea that companies kind of want to demonstrate what industry they are in. So as long as it's decent, fine. Just don't push the limit too much.
Okay, for the people that are going there and making a booth, better have one email or message with Matuloo and the team before running into any trouble.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like I've said, like we are flexible, we are reasonable people, so we can discuss and find a solution.
So the next question, that is now merging a little bit the different verticals that are meeting there. How can other verticals interact and benefit with dating? Where you see, for example, interesting cross-sell opportunities or similar audiences with dating?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. So, like based on my personal experience, I would say it's more about, let's say, the traffic sources than the vertical itself. So, I mean, whatever performs, like whatever traffic type performs with dating, usually also performs with a few other. So, for example, iGaming is I would say, a great match with dating traffic or dating offers. Chat or cam offers, obviously. I've even seen, I've done that myself as well. So just cross-selling one dating offer to another, right? For example, with members area traffic or email traffic, that works really well as well. So what else should I say here? I mean, it all comes down to how the dating offers are set up. So I've said that a few times on this podcast already. So it's essentially lead generation. So whatever traffic you can convert with the lead generation offer, you should be able to convert it with dating offers too. So it's still, and it works like vice versa as well. So uh, many people make this mistake of thinking that uh, you need like specific type of traffic to convert dating offers, and that this traffic doesn't convert with anything else. But in reality, it's the same people. It's exactly the same people. They are just browsing a different type of a website at this moment. But if you can distract them from what they are doing, you can sell them anything.
You
So
just
it's
have to grab them at the right mindset or bring them there.
exactly. So it's not like this is a different like breed of users or something. It's the same people. They just have like different things in mind at the moment. But yeah, if you can come to them with something compelling, something that they simply cannot refuse, they will bite. So
I mean, sometimes you can acquire the dating leads quite cheap, and then you can market it on a second stage to some verticals that are way higher paying. Of course, not everybody will convert, but
yep,
nowadays you have to practically milk every click out of the user or of the market to be competitive. Because, as you said, when you started, you were like a so-called webmaster, having like the website, and you started with paid traffic alone, but there are companies out there that have hundreds of media buyers.
yep.
If you are not stepping up your game, you cannot compete with them on a serious level. You can always survive. There are always personal connections and something, but to scale. You really need to step up the game.
Yeah.
What else will be new in Budapest in general, beside the dating and the workshops?
Yeah. So we are always trying to bring something new, and we are discussing several options at this point. It's a little bit too early to announce some of them, but it's in the works. So I don't know. For example, in Dubai, the Affiliate World Dubai, we had quite an amazing workshop at the Google office in Dubai, and we were able to invite quite a few people, both from the forum members and also just attendees of the conference itself. And it was very well received with the attendees. So we really got treated by Google. So they covered all the food and everything. They even made like special workshop just for us. So it was not something like
But
reused.
that says also something about the importance of your conference and your company when Google is rolling out the red carpet for you.
Yeah, we've been quite delighted to say the least. And it was actually them who approached us with the opportunity. So that probably means something, and I actually feel proud. And I'm mentioning it because it's something we are considering to having in Budapest as well. So if it works out, that could be something nice. So we always try to host something just for the forum members. So we had several meetups. We had a yacht trip in Dubai. Uh, we had like dinners, lunches, something. So we will definitely have something again.
So if people want to join the things that you say now as a forum member, what is the requirement? They have to have like an active account there, and I assume some of the meetups are then dedicated for affiliates, and some of them are open for everybody that has like an account.
Yeah. So these events are usually capped when it comes to the number of attendees we can accept.
Mhm.
So obviously the active members get like priority, but we can accept even past members. So we value every member, whether they are with us at the moment or not, especially since that's what people are doing quite frequently is they join the forum, then leave for a few months, then come back. So it's not like someone joins and stays for 10 years like you, but many people just come, go, return. So we value these people as well, and we want to offer something to them as well. So it's not like it's strictly limited to the active members, but obviously they get priority in case we hit the cap. What else should I mention? Okay,
Yeah,
so
if it's more for affiliates or if everybody
yeah,
is.
yeah. So we with these like small private type of events, we like to keep it to affiliates only because we um we don't want to allow some more aggressive company representatives who would just annoy the people, approach them with their offerings. So
It reminds me in London when the girl got kicked out.
yeah, so you know what I'm talking about. I mean, yeah, so some just do this. They come and they don't understand the concept of networking. So the idea of networking is to make connections, not to annoy people. And some simply don't accept this. So we like to keep this to affiliates only. But yeah, and for the companies, yeah, the workshop that we have touched on a few minutes ago. So the workshop for affiliate or account managers, that's something I'm really looking forward to. So I
Me
think
too.
yeah, I think we will manage to put something really serious together. I mean, I can already see how much value you can provide, and possibly a few more people who would join forces with us on this. So this could be really interesting, I think.
100%.
Yep.
I have some good ideas in mind, and I'm sure that everybody, no matter how long they are in the industry, when they join, they will get at least one good point out of that. And I think that is also what drives a lot of affiliates to masterminds and get-togethers. If they get out one new angle, no, one new advertiser, one new traffic source with a better contact or so, it's already paying off. There is often with like one small tweak, so much money extra to be made.
Yeah, thanks for mentioning the one thing because that's what I'm always telling people when they ask like why should they come to a conference. So I'm using my personal experience. So for me, there was always at least one thing that I got out of any conference that I attended. So for example, in the one in London that we have mentioned before, so I met with someone from an affiliate network who introduced me to a new vertical that I wasn't aware of. This resulted in a few very successful campaigns that made me a lot of money. So I was happy. Then the following conference, I ran into another dude who was actually in the same vertical, but they had different offers. So I got a great connection. Again, I made a lot of money out of it. And this is something that somehow happened to me at every single conference. There was always like, there were more takeaways, but always one major thing that really had impact on my future success in affiliate marketing. So this is what I always tell people. So just aim for one major takeaway. It's gonna really do something to your business in a positive way, and that's all you need. Like you don't. It's. I mean, like when you go to a conference, there's always thousands of people at least on our affiliate world conferences. So you can spend 2, 3, 5 days even talking to people and getting connections and contacts and collecting business cards and everything. But it's maybe not about the quantity, it's about the quality. So it's better to get one really solid connection than 10 or 20 poor ones. So that's always, or that was always something what I was kind of keeping in mind when I went to a new conference. So I was just telling me you need just this one person or just this one piece of information that's gonna like bring the pieces of the puzzle together or just open some new opportunities for you. So I don't need to come back from a conference with like a pile of business cards and 100 ideas. I just need one. So
That's something also that a lot of team leaders are doing wrong. They are measuring the success of their members, especially when it's business development people, on the amount of contacts that they are making.
yeah, and uh, I think you know this. So I've been at the booth for the STM forum at several affiliate world conferences during the past years. So I also know what it works or what it looks like from this point of view. So from the point of view of an exhibitor, like exactly, I can confirm what you just said. So we've been approached by so many business people, and we could tell that the only motive they have is to collect business cards. So as many as possible. They weren't even like interested in what we had to offer or have a like a proper business discussion or something. They would just collect the business card and leave. Or they would just drop their business card at our booth and that was it. So what's the value to this? Like
I
basically
mean, if you
nothing.
would be consequent with that, that would be in theory not even such a bad thing. If you collect, let's say, the masses and you say, okay, I have only this time, I really stop at every booth.
Yeah,
And then you make like proper follow-ups when you are back. You check the business card, Matuloo, he is from STM, from the forum. I will reach out to him and I will check if we can make maybe a partnership that we
yeah,
can, I don't know, get a newsletter blast or so, what would be tailored to it. But
yeah,
instead of this, they write you like, hey, we are a traffic source and we have the best exclusive high quality traffic in push,
yeah,
blah, 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 blah. So that's the problem, that the actions that follow out of this hustle that could be seen good or positive is turning into something bad because they make nothing out of that. And I also see very often when I make my consultancies that the people are pushing their managers to collect all these business
hmm,
cards. And then they say, like, oh, this was a successful show. This
yeah,
girl bought 80 business cards. But then they are not making the checks later on what really came out of that.
yeah,
The CRM system stops with the entry of these cards, and this is all stuff that we will speak about in these workshops.
yeah, 100, I agree, like 100%. So I always had the impression that the people were pushed into this. So they probably received like a stack of business cards that they had to give away. And once they came back with empty hands, it was probably the success of the day. But in reality, it's not humanly possible to remember everyone you actually gave the cards to or collected the cards from. So even when you're planning the outreach after the conference, you have no idea who those people were anymore. So the effectiveness of this approach is very low. So
I made the same mistakes. I mean, at a certain point, you have to learn it.
yep,
And then I started at a certain point to make notes on all the business cards. Then the next thing, because my handwriting is very bad and a lot of deals and connections I make in the club late night. So my writing is even worse. So I look at the business cards and it's like, no
couldn't
idea.
even read it. Yeah,
Yeah, or often it's affiliates, they don't even have a business card and you give them yours. And I started to make the notes in the phone so it's not lost anymore. And now I only make pictures
yeah,
on instant messenger together with these people. So I have the face because they also reply or they open it, they cannot ignore me. And that is for me the key. Since I do that, I was on maybe like 15 or 20 conferences with 100 business cards and I still have like 50 left.
yeah, yep. I see quite a few people actually utilizing this approach. So they just take a picture with whoever they talk to and just send like an introductory message to remind them who they were, and it really works wonders. So yeah, and I'm glad that you have mentioned that you have made all these mistakes in the past, because for the sake of the workshop that we will hopefully do together, I would really like to include people with first-hand experience, because that's what I think works the best. So only a person who has done all these mistakes and has found a solution to them can actually help the people to overcome those struggles that come from, I mean, starting in the business or getting better in the business. So you've done all those mistakes, and now the others can benefit from that. So I'm really excited about this. Like, I mean, you have so much to share. So really looking
Yeah.
forward to that.
And the people simply have to go with open eyes how others are doing it. I mean, 80% of the stuff that I'm preaching is stuff that I adapted from somebody else. That idea with the messenger is not coming from me. I saw it with somebody that was doing
Yep.
it with me, and I said, brilliant. Then, for example, William, my sidekick with so many speeches that I did, he started out of a sudden to run around with the QR code not on his phone to open. It's his screensaver during the show. I do the same. I don't
Yep.
have to come up with this idea. You don't have to be smart to come up with this stuff. You only have to be smart enough to implement it in your own work.
Yeah, well, we are all doing the same. Like there is this saying, like don't reinvent the wheel, right? So why would you? So I've done the same. Like I have mentioned this at the beginning of this interview or podcast. So I had no idea about paid traffic before I joined the forum. And I was just reading the posts from others, and I was trying to learn from the mistakes they made. And so this is like the funny part of the forum. So when I was joining it, it's a paid subscription, right? So I was really hesitant to pay it, because like when you are starting out, the money is like scarce, so you are trying to save every dollar that you can. But the second I joined, I actually started to save money because I wasn't doing these stupid mistakes. So this was really, really powerful and like a turning point in my paid media or paid traffic career. So yeah, so this is how it works. I mean, people don't have to go through all these mistakes on their own. They don't have to reinvent things that work. They just need to learn from the others, and that's a very powerful thing.
So actually, we have the last question, always the golden nugget, the best advice you can give that we have not heard 100 times, but you already did that now. So in the end
Yeah,
of the day, you answered this.
yeah. Okay, let me add one more. So I'll repeat one that I gave out in Dubai, Affiliate World Dubai. So I was on this panel. So for the first time in my life, I was super stressed in front of the audience, and the panel moderator gave me this question. So let's give one piece of advice. So I came up with one thing. So let me repeat it. So I would like to tell people, like, think who you take advice from. So just like you're not gonna accept financial advice from someone who is living in a tent, you shouldn't take affiliate marketing related advice from someone who has never reached any success in this industry. So I mean that's why we pay really close attention who we accept as a moderator on the Affiliate World Forum, for example. So every single one of them is an affiliate. So if they tell you something, it's based on experience. It's not some fake guru making stuff up because they just want to sell you some sort of a course. So I think this is really important. And these days, time and age, it's quite easy to verify stuff on the internet. Like you can research pretty much anyone. So it's just like, let me use you as an example. So you're all over the place. You gave plenty of presentations. Anyone can see what you talk about, and they can verify that you actually talk about something that you are active in and that you have experience in. And that's what everyone should do before they act on any advice they get from anyone. So just like do your due diligence and really think about who you take advice from.
That's a good golden nugget. I never heard that in this podcast for Masters in Cash, where I think this is now episode number 22. And in the AFPI one must be also close to 20.
Nice.
So that is something new, what is always good, because I added here with the time the best advice that we have not heard 100 times, because in the first episodes everybody was like networking, networking,
Yeah.
networking. And it's like, yeah, okay, no. So better to add that and tell the people before be prepared for like a good golden nugget. Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
actually,
So mission accomplished. I did
mission
it.
accomplished. Yeah, even you made even the double feature because you gave the good advice and they said this is already golden nugget and you even add another one.
Great. Hopefully
So
someone will find it usable, hopefully.
I can tell you one thing. These podcasts, it's not that they are watched by 10,000s of people. The audience would not be even that big for that.
Yeah.
But the people that are watching it, this 100 to 500 people, they are watching it mostly from the beginning to the end. And a lot of them are circling back and saying like, hey, I got contacted by this person, I got contacted by this person. Yesterday, Dimitro, the guy that was speaking about fraud in the dating industry, he was
Mhm.
sending me out of a sudden some screenshots from some advertisers that said to him like, hey, cool stuff that somebody tackled this fraud topic in some speech and so on. So it's watched by people, and people are looking for people that can give them advices. As you said, there is too little education for certain aspects of the industry, and there is plenty of education out there for affiliates. But also affiliates sometimes need to learn how to network better, how to interact better with their advertisers, and this kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel the gap as well when it comes to the education for the professionals of our industry. So the account managers, affiliate managers, whoever is involved in running the company, especially when it comes to the communication with the affiliates. So yeah, really, we should do something about it. So I'm really looking forward to the workshop we will hopefully do together in Budapest.
That will be great. I'm looking forward to it as well.
Yep.
A little draft is already there. Um, Thank you for shining so much interesting light on what people can expect in Budapest, no matter if they are in dating and or not. For me, really exciting the extra focus that you put now on dating and also for account managers. Matuloo, great to interview you. Great that you are pushing this show in a really, really good way. I mean, it's anyway super good, but from affiliate perspective that you have long enough, it's even putting some extra cherry on the top. Thank you, Masters in Cash, for presenting. And also read the caption close because Matuloo is giving away one affiliate ticket as well. So stay tuned. Thank you very much. Have an amazing day and see you all in Budapest.
Thank you, Stefan. Thank you for having me. It was really my pleasure. And yeah, looking forward to meet with the lucky winner of the Affiliate World Budapest ticket. So
And the under 6,991s.
hopefully more, 7,500 at least.
Okay, let's get this post viral and let's achieve these numbers.
See you all in Budapest.
See you all in Budapest.
Thank you,
Goodbye.
Stefan.